Have you already seen these transplanted hairlines where you can literally just see through the hair in the hairline? Well, in this video I'm going to talk about 3 reasons which make the transplanted hairline look more detectable. So stay tuned. This video is brought to you by GoFiber Hair Building Fibers. Pick up your free sample and get instant hair confidence. Start your transformation today. Hey, welcome back. My name is Matt and you're watching my hair loss and hair transplant related channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell as well. And also get my free ebook, 5 Things I Wished I'd Known Before My Hair Transplant, which you can download for free in the description below. And now let's come back to the topic of today's video. Now, the reason number 1 which makes the implanted hairline look more detectable is simply implanting the hair under wrong angle. Angles under which the hair is growing on the temples and the hairline are usually the tightest. On the temples, it can be as tight as 5 to 10 degrees, and on the hairline, it can be something around 10, 15, all the way up to 25 or even 30 degrees. On the mid-scalp and crown, though, it can be even more, like 30, 40, or even 50 degrees. So it's important that the hair transplant doctor understands how the hair changes the angles as the hair progresses from the hairline all the way through the mid-scalp to the crown, okay? Very important. Now, what happens if the doctor uses more perpendicular angles by implanting the hair on your hairline? Well, this will just look very unnatural and it will reveal the whole length of your hair shaft. That way, your hair will be seen through, believe me. Because if you take a look at some examples of guys who had never got any hair transplant, it's noticeable, especially if their hair is like buzzed very short, as these examples right here, you will notice that the angles under which the hair on the hairline is growing is quite tight. Okay, and you can see it on guys like Justin Timberlake, who has like curly hair, or other celebrities who have like more straight hair. It's always like that. The hair on the hairline starts growing in more tighter angle. Now, the reason number 2, which is likely to make the hair transplant look more detectable, is simply that the doctor is following a very predictable, very regular way of implanting the grafts, okay? Now, as an illustration, I decided to show you this example of a woman who wanted to have the frontal hairline pushed down a little bit forward, maybe 1 or 2 centimeters, and the doctor decided to follow a very regular, very predictable way of implanting the hair, which is like so obvious that you can just see through her hair. This predictability in the hairline makes it look more obvious and detectable. On the other hand, here is a good example of a woman. She just wanted to have her frontal hairline and sides pushed forward a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 centimeters as well, and this is the end result, guys, okay? Not only this looks more natural, you can see through her hair, but not in a way as you were able to see it by the woman number 1, okay? The hair is more thinner, it's more refined, and the pattern under which the hair was implanted is not as regular. It just looks more random and thus more natural. But this is only possible if the doctor is skilled enough to create this naturally looking randomness. Alright guys, the third and last reason why some transplanted hairlines can be just much more easily detectable by human eye is if the doctor decides to implant quite large grafts on the temples and frontal hairline. Normally, these grafts have nothing to do there because they are much thicker than the single graft, which is the most refined version of graft, the thinnest possible type of hair follicle there is. If the doctor doesn't respect that, if he doesn't use stereo microscopes for refining larger follicular units, larger grafts, and make single grafts out of them, or he just doesn't know how to recreate a frontal hairline and temples properly out of single grafts only under the right angles and spacing, then this can happen, what you see here. These large grafts are not only creating this robust look on the hairline, but they're also slightly darker than your single grafts. Normally, such grafts need to be removed later during the repair because patients are usually not happy with such result. And I think I've been talking about this issue a lot on my channel. I actually made a video on that, which you can watch here or here. And this video was basically about the importance of splitting the grafts into separate groups of single grafts, double, triple, and quadruple grafts, and then placing them accordingly on different spots of your balding scalp, okay? Some spots only require single grafts, some spots require double, triple, and quads. Now, here's what's important. If you are somebody who is new to this topic of hair transplants, but you want to get a hair transplant, yet you don't know which clinic is good, which doctor is reliable and capable of delivering a great result in your case, make sure, and I highly recommend you signing up for my free consulting call, to which you can sign up in the description below, the link which says 1-to-1 hair transplant mentoring. Well, my goal is to help you find a reliable hair transplant doctor within the price range that you are willing to spend on your hair transplant, somebody who will not over-harvest your donor area and your priceless grafts, somebody who will get you a very natural result, naturally looking hairline, things that we have discussed today, okay? Click the link below, apply on my website. You're just gonna fill out the form. It's gonna take you 2 minutes, answer a couple questions, which will kind of get me more information about your hair loss situation. And after that, you will submit it, wait to be called by me or somebody on my team who is an expert in this field as well, and we're gonna discuss the situation with you, okay? So make sure you do that. Thank you so much for watching this video until this very end, and see you in the next video. Take care.